Listen to me. He was always going to invoke the Insurrection Act. He was always going to do that. We have known about this for a long time. He threatened to do it in his first term. He has always thought that that was some sort of lever that he could pull that was going to solve all his problems. He was always going to do it. The problem has always been in the first term that he had pushback from inside his own cabinet. And now the pushback since he got inaugurated this time has been he doesn't have anybody pushing back on it. He has people encouraging it, but it has been that there hasn't been any kind of semblance of a legal framework to be able to invoke it and make it stick. He seems to think he has found that legal justification. And Tim Walz deploying the National Guard of Minnesota, that will probably give him the legal framework that he needs, that he has been looking for. So I need you to understand that that was always going to happen, and it looks like it's going to happen pretty soon now, okay? That is not martial law. Please, for the love of God, learn how to spell martial law. The Insurrection Act is not some sort of magic wand that means martial law nationwide. That's so don't worry about that. And it is not going to be truthfully all that different to what he thinks he's able to do right now with ICE. It's just that then he's able to access the military, so more people, more bodies, and he thinks that he'll have more force on the ground. I don't believe in my heart, I don't believe that every single military member that he might deploy to the streets of America is going to harm their fellow citizens. I don't believe that. I don't know what percent of them will refuse those orders, but I do believe there is a percent that will not. They will not do that. And the ones that will are going to come up against the National Guard, and they're going to need to come up against us. Okay? We need to strap in and take responsibility for our country. And I am a mother. Okay? So that's not an easy thing for me to say, but it is our responsibility. If that happens, and we need to, in every major city, stand up to the federal government, then we need to be prepared to do that. So stop listening to any liberal politicians that are saying, calm down, don't, overreact, don't give him what he wants. We're past that, man. We're past that. Okay. Now is the time for us to do whatever it is we need to do. And that means different things for different people. Okay. Not everybody can actually drive to Minneapolis and be on the front lines with items to resist. Okay. Not everybody can do that, but you can do something to resist. You can donate to local organizations or people that are on the ground over there. You can get the word out. If you have any sort of platform, talk about it. We do need to actually act now because this is a federal versus blue state civil war. I mean, we're there, guys, we're there. So don't be afraid of the Insurrection Act. It was always